was cannabis.
And it plays a role in Rastafarianism as well, doesn't it?
Pardon?
I think it plays a role in Rastafarianism, doesn't it, cannabis?
Yes, yeah. I mean, yes, it does. I mean, it very much does. But I think a lot of the people kind of coming over were just working class people.
Yes.
You know, they saw cannabis as as a pint. You know, it's part of their culture.
Sure.
I mean, and that was pretty much it. Now you start hearing rhetoric coming in. The former head of Scotland Yard's kind of drug task force talking about immigration, saying that young black people coming over bringing their hashish cigarettes,
right.
Inviting corruption into young white ladies. That was the language. Now forget the name of that officer that was used. One of your other listeners can will more likely tweet in. But then and that continues. That continues up until I'd say probably around about the 60s when you start seeing the music, the influence in music starting to come through. Then the 1965 Dangerous Drugs Act began to bring like UK law in tune with the UN Single Convention. The UN Single Convention, also written by Harry Anslinger, who again this kind of ties back into like the US kind of line of prohibition, which again was completely racially motivated to target Mexican and black immigrants coming through the border, like during the 30s. So, I mean, now you can even start to see like how kind of tied and how convoluted this whole issue becomes. During the 60s and 70s, there were protests on Fleet Street against the unfair depiction of kind of youth culture in the media. You had the Wooten Report that kind of came out under Callaghan's government that again said that cannabis should not be treated as an illegal substance, that we should be more liberal in our attitudes. Callaghan then, disregarded the...
But it scares the horses, doesn't it? That's what happens. It scares the horses. Once it's been filtered through the mangle of the tabloid media, it becomes something that not only threatens our women, but also our children.
Yeah, I mean, it's
as old as the hills now that you put it like that.
This is the thing. It keeps coming back again. Wooten was the first the first kind of big name that was ignored. Then you had, Professor Nutt, again, ignored, putting forward, Now,
is this because it grew more readily? I'm late for the travel, so this will be the last question.
Yeah.
Did it grow more readily in the West Indies? Is that, so it's essentially a meteorological crossed with a botanical issue?
You're going to have to speak to a horticulturalist.
Well, I gave myself a horticulturalist. Ashwin, thank you. THTC Clothing is well worth checking out online. They've got a brilliant array of products and clothes. My personal favourite is a T-shirt featuring Paddington, but I'll let you find out more about that for yourself. It's 12:17.
This is LBC at home with Ian Dale at Drive.